Well, hey folks, and welcome to another daily exercise video with me, Richard. It's the morning. Well, it's about 8:45. I'm going out for another 100-kilometre ride today, so stick around for that. But there's a few things I've got to do first before I get out on the road. One of them is pile of pots I've got to wash. I hate doing the pots, so they'll pile up so quickly. So as you can see, dressing gown's on, I need to get changed. But I've also got to get the bike ready as well, because I've decided today that I'm going to go on the Cube. With all this opportunity to ride the bike, I don't want to put too much wear on the Calibri. I've got to take off the turbo trader. Got to take off this silly little thing, which obviously I tend to use this for Zwift, so I put my mobile phone in there for the companion app. Got to put bottle cage back on again, because I'm going to need 2 bottles. Tools and bits and bobs in my pockets, no doubt, and of course take off the blue tyre off the rear wheel, so a little bit to do before I can get out there. It's the rear wheel change. I've just tidied the cassette up, and I'm not going to show you a picture of me in my Daisy Dukes and my ass sticking out. I'm just going to get on the road and well, yeah, make the most of yet again this glorious weather. Well, here I am on the road just the other side of the Kidby Bridge, and I've discovered right now today, which I think is an all familiar sound. Let's have a listen together, shall we? I think that is my bottom bracket. So today's route, 100k just over, 101 I think. Mostly flat. Don't have to make every ride hilly, so today's is more or less a flat one. Out into the wind. I can see the stroke of the wind, well I can feel the stroke of the wind is up in the last few days. It's back, the wind is back. It seems when I add more technology to the bike, I forget about the previous iteration. So for many months now, over a year, I've not looked at my RPM, and I know I need to get it up to the average RPM number of 90, which is what in the range 90 to 110 RPM is what the professional athletes sort of strive towards and keeping. So I'm going to try and aim for that myself as well. So a quick tour of today's setup. Got 2 water bottles, 1 squeaky bottom bracket, and as you can see I've got my stem bag here. And what I've done with the bottle storage tool thing in my jig, I've just stuffed that in there, a couple of inner tubes, some money, and my pump is in there as well. Almost daily risk averse update for me. So if you're going out, make sure you take all the tools with you on the move, and know what you do with them as well. If there's one small positive I could take from this local ride, I've actually found some hills I actually never knew was here. So just go through Scotter and Scotton, and there's some hills through both villages, and I'm heading towards Norfolk now, discovering the places that are already here on your doorstep. New views that I never saw before. That's Curtin on Lindsay over there, and the Lincoln Edge. This is nice, this is nice. Why is there not more people riding around here? I know generally people don't like the hills, but I love them. I'm going to keep them all to myself. Morning. I do love a good apple. And since doing the Fit-Self Sedentont last year in Netherlands, since discovered the Royal Gala is my most favourite apple now. So if you haven't got time to watch that video right now, I'll just tell you briefly what the Fit-Self Sedentont is. It's a ride that takes place in Friesland over in the Netherlands every June. It's a long distance ride attended by athletes and just regular people as well, to be honest, all over the Netherlands and adjoining countries, Northern Europe basically. It's 235 kilometres, and you get people and riders on all kinds of bikes, raising money for charity, or just doing it for the hell of it, which is obviously what I did. And why it reminds me of well, and how I discovered the Royal Gala apple. Basically, as I was going around the entire course, in all the cities or in farms and things like that, there was people handing out food and drinks, and one particular farm in the middle of nowhere was giving out gigantic Gala apples. So the turn in Dunstan Hill, there we go. Dunstan Hill.
Top gear now, 100 miles an hour up this hill.
Currently 8%. %, 10%. Taking this with a pinch of salt, really. Ten and a half. 11 and a half. Top. Whew. And over the last few days, I've seen quite a few bikes out, touring bikes. People got loads of luggage, clearly on multi-day events. They're the people that these armchair couch potato keyboard warriors should be complaining at. A couple of weeks ago, I remember posting on Facebook saying now there's less traffic on the roads, we as cyclists can ride further out. At the time I got a couple of people go with angry faces, negative comments. I'm like, how wrong were you? As I'm riding around more and more, find out, seeing the cyclists riding out further, as more people are practicing social distancing, especially in urban areas where you'll be flying along on the road and the people on the paths, you've still got to give them 2 meters of distance, so you've got to be further out. About 45k to go. Loving this weather yet again. Aren't we blessed? Can't believe it's only April. Sod's law dictates that once the lockdown is over and we can all freely go out riding as long as we like, without judgment, the weather will turn and it will chuck it down for 40 days and 40 nights. I think in terms of fitness and technique, cadence management is quite high up the list when it comes to long distance rides and things like that. Now, if you're going to be grinding 200 kilometers at high gear, it's going to take you ages to recover, even after rides or during. So you need to keep a lot of fluid motion, nice high cadence in your legs, because when you do cycle at high cadence, you can recover quite quickly. So if you're doing an audax or you're doing a multi-day event, when you stop, you'll get your fitness back and your energy levels back pretty quickly if you're not grinding. I know what I tend to find is if it's a particularly hilly day, my cadence will be quite low. The other trick is to try and use your gears more sensibly, keep that cadence high, and you won't find the hills as so demanding. Some audax events and also like PvP. I'll stick a link to a PvP in the corner actually, if you've not gone and seen it. That's the 1200 kilometre randonnée. When I found myself doing events and days like that, especially with PvP, I found I spent a lot of time on the bottom ring, especially on the way back. My legs were My legs were dying. Paris, Brest, Paris, which takes place every 4 years. And although it technically doesn't start in Paris, the distance is same year on year. It's 1,200 kilometers against the clock, not against each other. And I tell you what, it's the hardest multi-day event I've yet to experience. 82 hours on the bike, 6 hours of sleep, sleeping on the right roadside, sleeping at the control points. One particular night, even though this is August, it was freezing, and I found myself in the middle of a village on the outskirts, hiding under some trees. For about 5 minutes, I realised I was stone cold. I got my bike and furiously pedalled to get myself warmed up again. And for a few minutes, it feels like you're in a different county. That stone wall over there, you don't see many or any of those in Lincolnshire. I think the last time I saw one was probably around Stamford. Is Stamford classed as Lincolnshire? Look at this. It's like being on the other side of the River Trent on the audax. Smooth roads. I realise I've been talking about cadence an awful lot during this ride, but one more thing. What I'm probably going to do is look at my previous activities, maybe the last 40, maybe back to the beginning of the year, write down those which have recorded cadence on, which is outdoor riding also, and get an average from that. I'm hoping I've been averaging 85 plus, because that's always been a sort of target in the back of my mind in the deep recesses of early riding, so hopefully I've been staying on course. What the fuck? Pretty not bad. You see that? Flying down the hill, caught on camera. It's flying down the hill like 35 miles an hour. And the car pulls in front of me. So as always, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Got any questions, comments, maybe you know what the noise coming from the bike is, stick them down below. Whatever the next video is, I'll see you in it. Bye for now.